And we're going to actually show the article as it was in Independent Left News. So the article is dozens arrested as scientists mobilize worldwide, right? Oh my God. What? And this was in Consortium News, right? And it was also showcased in Popular Resistance. And it was actually written by Jake Johnson at CommonDreams, who's just a total badass. I love that dude and CommonDreams in general. All right. But what's the story? Literally, like, scientists worldwide coordinated an action effort. But I did not really hear much about this other than in D.C., where they actually stopped the highway. But more than 1,000 scientists across the globe chained themselves to the doors of oil-friendly banks, blocked bridges, occupied steps of government buildings on Wednesday. It's an urgent message to the international community. Wow. Climate revolution will be only a climate revolution will be enough to avert catastrophe. So, wow. Again, they're still expanding the fossil fuel industry, which we know. All right. Organizers described the world's largest ever scientist-led civil disobedience campaign. That's something. That's substantial. That's significant. Okay. Again, this is in the wake of the IPCC report, which we also covered a couple of weeks ago, talking about just how we're completely screwed and we're all going to die, and Antarctica is melting into the thing, and we've got to do something sooner rather than later. And what we can do, we've got to do several different things, and we're not doing any of it yet, so we need to start. Okay, again, IPCC warning report was watered down at the behest of governments unwilling to rapidly phase out fossil fuels, right? So Peter Kalmus, he's taking action, and he chained himself to a front door of a J.P. Morgan Chase building. These are scientists. Like, this is how extreme it's gotten. It's literally like, don't look up. Arrests will commence in 20 minutes. I noticed that symbol. Is that Extinction Rebellion? I believe that Extinction Rebellion was involved. All right. L.A. demonstration accompanied by other protests across the U.S. In D.C., climate scientists chained themselves to the White House fence and were arrested. We have not made changes necessary to limit warning to 1.5 degrees. Right. So what happened to Ford Fisher? His video actually got censored at one point. Okay. And he filmed it live. You got a minute 24 of them basically getting arrested. Yeah. You know, shout out to Ford Fisher. He does awesome work. Give him a follow at Ford Fisher with a C, Fischer. Definitely hook Ford Fisher up. News to Share is his outlet. And we're actually going to cover another News to Share article or a coverage that he did, I think, later this week. Right. Okay. Similar civil disobedience all over the world. Madrid, Germany, keep going. Scientist rebellion. Again, sounds a lot like Extinction Rebellion, right? You can watch all these things. This is in Europe, Berlin, op-ed in The Guardian. There you got that Peter Kalmus dude writing again. Everyone could see what I see coming. Society would switch into climate emergency mode and end fossil fuels in just a few years. Car companies are trying to do it, at least, to their credit. They're at least switching, making the attempt to switch to electric, which we know is going to have to burn coal, at least to power the electric plants for now. But that's not their problem. Their problem is, I need to get oil out of my cars, and that's what they're doing. The electrical grid, that's on the government to fix at this point. So again, shout out to Jake Johnson. Shout out to all these scientists. Give them love. Give them thank yous. Peter Kalmus. These are the guys that were in Madrid. Again, worldwide. And did you hear about this? No, because they don't want people talking about this. No. There's human love. Let me turn off the support button so we can read their chat. Okay. Scientists are willing to tell the truth about climate crisis and act like it. Join us in civil disobedience against criminal governments. Absolutely. Yeah. Frankie Lee says,
so. You know, and I always think those individual actions that Extinction Rebellion takes part in, as well as, you know, their demonstrations and stuff, usually do get play, which is why it's funny that this didn't. You know, like, but you know, I like the whole electric vehicle stuff, like all that stuff. Like, I wish there was, I don't know, something like a highly efficient, train that could, I don't know, take passengers and goods places efficiently with a lot less energy.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
know,
What kind of train would that
something
be?
like that, magnet based, you know, like goes real fast. You could get from like New York to Florida in, I don't know, an hour. Like, infrastructure that could actually benefit people, things like that, instead
Yeah,
of letting companies try to save the world for us.
that might be nice. Now,
You know?
Eric just asked about censorship. I want to bring this up. Let me hide my messages before I do that. Now I'm going to go back really quick to the doodly doo. As I logged into YouTube just now, I was given an erroneous permanent warning strike for my footage on January 6th. Of a January 6th defendant's reactions going into and out of court. I had countervailing views warning on the entire video, as Team YouTube requires. Violated.
Yeah.
Removed. That's what I was talking about, where he had coverage censored this week.
Right.
Ford's always shooting, controversial Republican stuff and flame throwing stuff, and we need people that do that. So I don't like seeing that. Of course, I don't think any of us want to.
Yeah.
For sure. Udema are also protesting. Okay, YouTube almost never says they're sorry. That's right. They never do, Eric. You got that right.